In a world where humanity cowered behind walls, some individuals carried a power that could shake the earth itself. Warriors bred for war, soldiers turned into legends, beings that existed before history was written. These are not just strong fighters, they are forces of nature, carriers of history, and architects of the world's fate. Today, we rank the 5 most powerful characters in Attack on Titan. Number 5. Reiner Braun started as a boy from Marley, the son of a Marleyan father and an Eldian mother, carrying the shame of both bloodlines. He volunteered as a warrior candidate not from conviction, but from desperation. He had been carrying a lie since childhood. And yet, when Reiner transformed into the Armored Titan, he became a 15-meter suit of hardened Titan flesh that could deflect cannon fire. He breached the last safe home of humanity as a 13-year-old warrior. His armor was not just defense, it was a declaration. What made Reiner remarkable wasn't just his Titan, it was how long he survived while being torn apart mentally. He developed a split personality to cope with what he was doing. Part of him fully became a soldier of the Survey Corps, while the other part remembered he was the enemy. Reiner's armor can be cracked. His Titan can be beaten. He represents the foundation of this list. Inherited power pushed to its absolute limit by trauma and will. The Armored Titan is formidable, but the names above him are something else entirely. Number 4. Zeke Yeager was handed a role before he could walk. Born of royal blood and bearing the Yeager name, he was the product of a plan. Grisha Yeager raised his firstborn as a sleeper agent, filling the mind of a child with ideology. Zeke reported his own parents to the Marley authorities. The Beast Titan Zeke inherited was extraordinary. A towering creature with an arm that could hurl boulders with the force and accuracy of artillery. A single volley wiped out an entire Survey Corps company. Commander Erwin led a suicide charge just to give Levi a single opening. But Zeke's true power wasn't the Beast Titan. It was his blood. As a Titan of royal lineage, his scream could activate pure Titans in any Eldian who had consumed his spinal fluid. He weaponized an entire population. And in the paths, his connection to Ymir Fritz made him the key to the founding Titan. Zeke spent decades engineering a plan he called Mercy, sterilizing all subjects of Ymir to end the cycle of war. He genuinely believed it. The tragedy of Zeke Yeager is that his power was never truly his. It was always in service of a plan that Eren would ultimately betray. Number 3. Levi Ackerman is the only person on this list who is entirely human. No Titan power, no royal blood, no divine origin. Just a man raised in the underground, where people were disposable, who turned survival instinct into something that defied biology itself. The Ackerman bloodline unlocks a dormant power when its host finds a purpose worth protecting. For Levi, that produced reflexes and strength on a superhuman scale. He dismantled Titan after Titan with a calm that looked almost bored. Against Zeke's Titan army, Levi alone carved through hundreds to reach the Beast Titan. He survived a Thunder Spear explosion that took 2 fingers and an eye. Most people would never stand up again. Levi was slicing through Titans within the same arc. His body heals fast, but more than biology, his will simply does not break. Levi sits at number 3 because his power has a hard ceiling. He cannot regenerate from death. He cannot transform. He cannot reshape the world. What he represents is the absolute peak of human potential. In pure personal combat, there is no one in this series more dangerous. Number 2. 2,000 years ago, a slave girl named Ymir Fritz made contact with a creature beneath the earth and became the first Titan. She did not choose this. She was owned by the king of Eldia, used as a weapon, and died saving the man who enslaved her. When she died, she was sent to the Paths, a dimension beyond time and space, where she spent 2,000 years constructing Titan bodies for every member of her bloodline. She was the invisible architect of an entire civilization's power. Every Titan that ever existed was built by her hands, alone, in silence. When Eren finally freed her, Ymir moved through reality like water through sand. She could construct colossal Titan bodies on command, reshape biological matter at will, and command the Wall Titans to march. Her actual scale of power has no upper limit. The only limit was her will. Ymir sits at number 2 for one reason. For 2,000 years, she chose not to resist. Her love for King Fritz consumed her infinite power. She's the source of everything in this universe, but she is second to the man who finally understood her grief and used it to change the world. Number 1. Eren Yeager wanted one thing: freedom. The boy who stood at the ocean, finally seeing it with his own eyes, had already carried the memories of every future Titan shifter to come. He had already seen how everything would end. He walked toward that ending anyway. By the time Eren moved against the world, he carried 3 of the 9 Titans inside him. The Attack Titan gave him future memory. The Warhammer let him crystallize Titan flesh into any shape imaginable. And the Founding Titan gave him command over all Titans and every subject of Ymir alive. He activated the Rumbling, releasing the Wall Titans, millions of colossal Titans that had slept inside the walls for a century, and marched them toward every nation outside Paradis. Entire cities flattened in hours. He had seen this moment in future memories and chose to walk into it. Whether Eren was a hero or a monster is a question this series refuses to answer cleanly. What is undeniable is that no character in Attack on Titan, not a warrior, not a soldier, not a 2,000-year-old god, came close to the power he wielded at the end. He was the culmination of every Titan that ever existed, guided by a destiny he had chosen. Which character from this list deserved a higher spot? Drop your ranking in the comments and subscribe for more anime power rankings every single day.